Hi. Okay, I think I'm live. I think it just needs to catch up with me. As soon as this pops up on my YouTube browser, there. Perfect. I think we're ready to go. Hi, everybody. How are you guys? Sorry that took me a few minutes. I've never paired these with my computer before, so that took a second. But we're here now, and they're falling on my ears, but whatever. Awesome. How is everybody today? I see that we have a bunch of people here. Need to turn on my do not disturb. Hi. I saw that Keenan has been waiting here for a while. Reading Koi is here. Lolly is here. She'd been waiting for a minute. That's fair. I struggled with this one last time. Consterlin? I want to say it's Consterlin. Let's Write Some Stuff is here. We're ready to roll. Natalia is here. Elisa is here. Cool, Let's Write Some Stuff was here. I already said that, but let's write some stuff today. Sherry is here. Yaza says, heyo. Malaby Blue is here, as told by Elia is here. Hawanzu Writes is here, or Huanu Writes, I'm sorry. Let's Write Some Stuff asked, anyone else here kind of young? Giovanna is here. Life with Layla is here. Apparently, Let's Write Some Stuff is 12. Well, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Oop, and it just caught up. I was scribbling stories in old exercise books at your age. Good to know the young getting stuck into writing. Absolutely. We support that here. That's awesome. Elise is here. Keenan is here and can't wait. Oh, is it echoing? If it is, please let me know and I'll try to fix it. Not entirely sure what I would do to fix it, but please let me know. Hello, hello. Sharon Wrights is here. Billy is here. Maria made it. I can just call you D. Perfect. That's so much easier. Thank you so much. Because Kunsterlin, I'm probably butchering that still, means artist in German. That's cool. Do you do a lot of art or are you also a writer? I'm assuming you're a writer because you've been commenting on my videos all the time. Dana is here. She says, hello, good morning. Good morning. I am finally somewhat awake. Zara is here. Okay, cool. I'm not echoing for Billy. Oh, and it is for Keenan, but not for Sherry. Let's Write Some Stuff asked if we are doing sprints. Yes, that is what today is all about. I've taken the last 2 days off of writing/editing because I just was kind of in a hangover from like Camp Nano and stuff. And so I would like to do some writing sprints or some productivity sprints today. That's the goal. I McDonald is here. I bet that was so loud. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. These things do not stay. Okay, we might have to ditch the AirPods because these are not working for me. I think we might have to ditch the AirPods. You guys hear me? We're working with your speaker now, both of the AirPods. If you can hear me, yeah. Okay, so he writes as well, so what do you want to illustrate to like illustrate illustrate in general. Very curious for the sprints. Keenan goal. Oh, his goal for chapter 1. Reached it. That's amazing. Is here. Welcome, RP. My daughter. I like their quote, and so I think my but now after drunk robot. Now okay, I'm gonna try and see. Just hear me. I did just hear like YouTube up and it's terrible because I can let me go get it. I'll do this. Okay, is my mic still being weird or is it better now? What I heard on YouTube is fine. Perfect. People are saying it's a lot better. That's good. That was a headache and a half, but it's all good. Awesome. Now that we got that all sorted out, how did everybody do? Let's see if I missed anything. Thank you, everybody, for trying to help me sort that out. That was fantastic. I don't know what was going on. Dana did suggest that I check my Wi-Fi strength because lagging Wi-Fi will cause a robot voice, which is interesting because I did not know that. Doro said, just wanted to say that you kind of remind me of Amanda Seyfried. I'm not saying that right, but that's really funny. I have gotten that before. People also tell me that people have told me that I look like, I want to say Hannah Baker from 13 Reasons Why, but I don't know. I mean, you never see it in yourself, but my Wi-Fi was strong, and so I have no idea. It was all my headphones' fault. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's not pleasant. It really is not fun. Better Days Are Here is present. Thank you for streaming. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Ooh, this is interesting. Lolly said, I don't know if this would interest people, but recently I've gotten into the habit of writing in my journal every morning. I used to be able to journal, but I don't know. I never could stick to it. I just am too off and on with it. RP says that my mic is good. Tori agrees. Dana agrees. Thank you. I sound perfect. It's better. It's better. I'm so happy about that. That's good. Thank you, everybody. Keenan is writing page 11. Let's Write Some Stuff wrote 241 words. That's fantastic. Sharon wrote 200. Dude, how fast do you type? RP Lenny wrote 1,146 words in a 15-minute sprint. Is that right? That's insane. Maria is working on a homework assignment before she can write. Can't wait to have more fun words. I totally feel that. I definitely would put fun writing before school writing when I was in school, and that did not go super well for me. So I absolutely commend that. What class do you have homework in? And then what are you going to be working on after when you're finally done with it? Ooh, Juana is reading today. That's so nice. What are you reading? I'm very curious. I just started reading The Priory of the Orange Tree, as in I'm 5 pages into it, but I really like it so far. Ooh, Dee just finished some sketches. Doro said that they did 316 words. Reading Koi did 224 words. Dee is ready for the next sprint. They got their Scrivener file all opened up. Yazo said that they spent all sprint on a SC, a bit of drama going down and loving it. Snapchat? I want to know what the T is. Leela said, didn't get any words, but I went to pick up my lunch. LOL. Hey, that's fantastic. I know that it is about lunchtime. Absolutely go do that. Natalia got 134 words, but I'm writing a problematic part. I feel that. RP said, I always get told I look like everyone, e.g. Buddy Holly, the guy from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and Louis Theroux from being the most common. That's funny. I love the guy from the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That's a really funny one. I haven't seen the show I haven't seen the movie in a while, and so I'm not sure if I would second that, but that's hilarious. Sherry wrote 0 words. She had to mop, pull out lunch out of the oven, and reread chapter 17 in the horror dark fantasy because I took a break during Camp NaNoWriMo. Hey, you were productive. You mopped, you pulled out lunch, you reread a chapter. That's a lot for 15 minutes. That's fantastic. Dee responded to Lolly about the journaling, that they tried to use their bullet journal throughout the working week, and she got a couple hundred words down this morning. Fabulous. Keenan said Jordan, the main character of my series Magic Camp, is being told by his best friend Mark to try to summon fire. Ooh, I love the first magic scene in a book. It's when you start learning about the magic system and the powers and what fatigues them and what gives them magic. I love that. Dana said, a few of my writing friends journal. It's a great way to start the day. I do feel that. I wish I was better at it. Okay, let's write some stuff. Said, I'm confused why NaNoWriMo was in April. I thought it was a November thing. So NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month, is in November. You are right. But then they do 2 camps, Camp NaNoWriMo, in April and July, where you can set your own goals, whereas November is where you have to, but the set goal is writing 50,000 words in the month. But for April and July, you can set your own goals. Tori said, I'm plotting, but I did 1 character. That's fantastic. Oh, that's a good point. Dana said some people who have high word counts use dictation. It's very fair. Okay. In April is Camp Nano. Rally? I don't know. 963 is here. Maria said it's for my physio. Oh my gosh. Wow. Maybe my brain isn't awake yet. It's for my philosophy class. I can read. That's good. It's for my philosophy class. So it is at least somewhat interesting. Then I'm working on a new writing project. I finished a second draft, so I'm having to relearn how to start a project. That's so exciting. Yazik told me that, it's Snapchat. Thank you. I was trying to figure out if that was a writing term, and I was completely spacing that Snapchat exists. Hawanu said that they are reading The Red Sister by Mark Lawrence. Just started the novel. I'm a slow reader, so hopefully going to read as much as possible through the write-in. Fantastic. I love that. Okay, Flint Lockwood is the guy from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That's so funny. I'm so sorry, RP. That's hilarious. That's so funny. He said, I personally think I look more like Buddy Holly, but none are really a compliment. That's really funny. I love that. Okay. And then Keenan said, love that when I plan stuff in my mind, it comes out different on the paper. I was originally going to have Mark freeze the dragon, but I guess the pen and paper had other plans. I feel that my characters never listen to what I want them to do, and I just kind of have to listen to them. Okay, now that I am caught up on comments, do people want to start considering another sprint? I feel like I'm ready for one because I didn't really get to participate in the first one because of, technical issues. But are you guys ready for another one? Do you want to? All right, let's write some stuff. Said I feel that about Keenan's comment, and Keenan said that he is ready. 30 minutes was suggested. Some more flowing in on YouTube, but not on StreamYard yet. It looks like people are ready. Are you guys happy with a 30-minute sprint? Are you ready for that? We got another 30. Oh, Dana back to RP said it's a compliment, I believe. A longer sprint. Okay, Doro says 30, but Doro says the 30 is a bit long, but everybody else is saying 30. Maybe we go with 25 to accommodate. I think we're going to do 25. I have to find my timer again, though, man. Okay, let's do it like this. Yeah, we're gonna do 25 minutes because I feel like that's a nice happy medium. All right, if everybody is ready, we're about to be productive again. I think we should start in like 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everybody. That's time. Wow, did that fly by for anybody else? I like barely got anything done, but I am trying to name characters and the land that things are happening in for the query letter that I'm submitting tonight or tomorrow for this contest. So I'm having to name things right now. How did everybody do on that sprint? Let me know. I was reading articles about query letter writing and all that fun stuff. To find myself again. There I am. Cool. Awesome. I'm just going to call you Kay. Kay joined us. I want to say that says Kaylee. I think that says Kaylee. Let's write some stuff. Asked if anybody knew any synonyms for rage. Honestly, I don't. You could just very easily like Google that though, because I have no idea. And then author Angela Ann joined us. Fun fact, Angela and I are going to be collabing on Monday, so you guys have that to look forward to. But hey, how are you? It's good to have you here. Thank you for being here. Let's write some stuff. Finished chapter 4. Tori said that naming things is so hard. I absolutely agree. Oh my gosh, Life with Layla got 936 words. D got 725 words, most of which are nonsense. That's really, really funny. Reading Koi got 405 words. Okay, Kaylee said, yeah, that went by fast. I'm glad it wasn't just me. Sherry said 72 words, still rereading chapter 17, made some changes. Awesome. D went back to rewrite some parts, so I will chop some parts later. That's how writing works. Ooh, okay, so author Angela Ann is working on outlining her next project, a YA thriller. That's so cool. Lolly said, I wrote a page in my journal, so I guess that's productive. Absolutely, that's productive. 100%. Maria said, oh, she's naming stuff too. Me too. Trying to name a prince. So far, I have a few options. Ooh, she gave us options. Let's vote on this. Are there 3 L's in that first name? How do you even pronounce that? Aillard? Aillard? Silas, Sebastian, Maverick, Soren, Luca. Thoughts? I don't know what any of these names mean, but I really like Soren in the first one, but I can't pronounce it. But that's all personal preference. I really like those though. Those are fantastic. Hawanu said, read a few more pages. My eyes are hurting. I'm sorry. Is it just like eye strain, like from trying to read? Are you reading in a dark room by any chance? Maya said for some reason that really didn't feel like 25 minutes. I swear I set the timer for that long, but yeah, it does not seem like that much time at all. Okay, so a synonym for rage would be fury. Let's write some stuff. Okay, yeah, she used fury. Fantastic. Or she. I don't know. Might be a dude. So I'll just say they, because I can't tell from the picture. Kaylee said, yeah, you said it right. Okay, cool. Those names are cool. I really like those names. RP Lenny said 2,421 words this time, on a bit of a roll today. Yeah, no freaking kidding. That's incredible. Natalia said, I love naming characters, but anything else is just ugh. I feel that. I'm still not done with like my developmental edit. I will probably be working on that through like Thursday, I'm hoping, of this upcoming week. So I don't want to name anything yet because I'm not entirely sure, but to turn in this query letter, I have to. So Unicorn Lee said, got here a bit late, now going to PLT because I'm stuck. I don't know what that means. PLT. Okay. D says, that they vote for Sebastian. I don't know if that's Sebastian or Sebastian, but I really like that name too. Dana says, I use the Name Dice app when naming people. I started cleaning the house, so I have to run. Fun. Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much for joining. Happy productivity. Good luck cleaning your house. And yeah, you're welcome for streaming today. Okay, 2 L's. I honestly kind of liked the 3 L's. I just hadn't seen that before, so just making sure. So Leah likes Silas, Soren, and Aliard. I'm still going to just keep saying it that way. I like Silas and Soren. I love Silas for a darker prince and Luca for a handsome, charming prince. That's fair. Yeah, I feel like Luca is too nice of a name for him to have anything darker about him, but I suppose you could like invert that trope if you really wanted to. Okay, cool. I had no idea. I was just trying to be politically correct. Okay, Maya says that she loves the name Silas. Absolutely. Okay, let me find what this comment was again. Got here a bit late. Now I'm going to plot because I'm stuck. I wish I could plot. Still wish I could plot. I might try plotting when I start brainstorming my next project, but I'm not there yet. Lolly says that Silas and Luca are good names. I don't know what those names would be for, though. That's fair. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, so a couple of us are naming things. A couple of people seem like they're drafting. A couple of people seem like they're editing, like this is going really well. If that one didn't seem very long, do people just want to jump into another one, or do we want to give it a few minutes? Reading Koi said, I recently realized my current novel should be in first person past tense when it's currently in third person. No. Oh, that sucks. Oh my gosh. That's the worst. I don't know what to say to that. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. That's painful. How long is your project right now? Like, how much rewriting do you have to do for that? And is this something where you could just, if you're still writing it, could you just switch and then go back later and start fixing things? I'm so sorry that that happens. That's the worst. Lolly said, I agree. I was thinking of Vampire Diaries for when I chose Silas. LOL. D is ready for another sprint. Let's write some stuff so we can wait a few minutes. That's totally fair. That's totally fair. Yeah, I kind of think I need a few minutes too. Yeah. Does anybody what do y'all want to talk about while we chill out for a few minutes? Giovanna said, honestly, I've been so torn between first and third person that I've been alternating all throughout my draft. I am prepared to hate myself when revision time comes. Yep. But also, when things happen, I mean, like, that's not the end of the world by any means. That's, yikes. Yeah. In my first book that I wrote, because I'm currently on the second one, I think, I started it in first person and then switched to third person and then wrote the entire 120,000 word draft to figure out that my main character should have been a different character that I was treating as a side character and that it needed to be in third person. And so I have not touched that book since. It is sitting in my desk because I do not want to deal with it. Reading Koi said they're halfway through it, but I'm going to write the rest in third. I'll fix it later, I guess. That's not okay. I want to look at it in the light of hey, at least you weren't done with it and figured it out. You figured out where you stood now, which is really nice so that you won't have to change more. So I think that's actually kind of good, but I don't know how long your rough draft is. But okay, Dee asked me some tips on how to avoid running out of steam when drafting. I don't know if I'm the best person to answer that because I take a really long time when I do my first draft, whereas I've seen other author tubers like draft their first draft in like NaNoWriMo when it's like they really do just a zero draft in like a month, whereas it took me like 3.5 years to write 260,000 words for a rough draft pretty much. So I don't totally know if I know how to answer that, but I've heard that plotting helps. I personally don't plot though, but I do try to pace myself on how much I write in a day, and I try to reward myself when I do a lot of writing, but I also try to write consistently. And so if I write for several days in a row, I'm much happier with that than if I have like one day that was like really good, but a bunch of little days that like I didn't do anything with. I don't know if that helps at all, but that's kind of what I do. Dee said, my previous failed stories always disappear into the ether. I just stopped working. I understand that. I just spent way too much time on my last book to like never do anything with it again. I might not though. It might have just been a book for me, which is totally fair because I love it. But Tori said, how do you feel about short stories? I really like short stories. I like reading them. I do not like writing them. I wish I could. I just have not crafted the skill to. I really only I can only seem to write very, very long things, like I just mentioned, but I like reading them. Do you write them, or do you just enjoy reading them? Or do you not like short stories? I'm very curious. I read I read 2 short stories that have stuck out to me, and one was The Sound of Thunder, and one was, I want to say, The Lady and the Tiger, in like high school, but like I still think about them like frequently. And I need to go back and reread them. And I want to read short stories more often. And like honestly, maybe that would help me get over my reading slump if I started reading short stories instead of trying to get myself invested in like 900-page books. Let's Write Some Stuff says that they struggle to start chapters. It's really annoying. I totally feel that. I never know where to pick up from. Kaylee says, wow. Dee says, yes, that helps. Thanks. Absolutely. I try. I don't know if that will work for you or not, but that's what I try to do. Unicorn Lee said, still don't know if it's Lee or Lay, but Leah? I don't know. I'll just go by Unicorn. I don't really plot, but when I get stuck like now, I like plotting to focus on what has to happen next. I feel that that does help me to like sometimes try to like write out like 3 or 4 possibilities of where things could go, and then I try to pick the one that will get me closest to the ending that I want, or like will like steer me in that direction when I do have control over my characters, which is not very often. Giovanna, back to D, says, to me personally, it's about avoiding getting overwhelmed. My first draft is just the skeleton main beats, then I beef it up, then go back multiple times, fixing one thing at a time. That's a really smart plan. Sherry says, I like short stories but prefer novels. Tori said, I feel like I need to write them in order to establish myself and improve as a writer, and I like reading them, but I don't read them very often. I understand that. When you say that you think that that would help you to establish yourself and improve yourself as a writer, is that in getting your name out there for like publications and stuff? Are you hoping to like submit to publications for your short stories, or are you thinking that that would help you publish your like novels if you write novels? Lolly said, I dislike writing short stories and would rather write novels instead. I agree. I just don't know why, but I struggle writing anything shorter than like 100,000 words. Unless I do like poetry and it's like 2 or 3 lines, then I'm fine. But between that and like 100,000 words, I really struggle with. Kaylee said, the only finished stories I have are a short story and a novella. Hey, but those are finished stories. That's incredible. You should be very, very proud of that. Okay. Back to Giovanna says, that's a good idea. Thank you. Maya says, I can't write short stories. I'm too much of an overwriter. They end up like 200,000 K. Whoa, 200. Whoa, no. I know my numbers. They end up like 20K plus. Yikes. Yeah, no, I overwrite too. I hate that. But I underwrite in emotional scenes and I overwrite in world building, which is something that I kind of have to like flip in my second draft, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. Tori says publications, but mostly how to finish things. That's fair. That's fair. Finishing stuff is hard. Unicorn says, I like writing short stories. You can tell a whole story in a few pages, and I struggle to keeping up with big projects. I mean, that's super fair. I mean, writing a novel is 100% is like a marathon and not a sprint, unfortunately, even though I wish I could do it in a sprint. And I have tried, but it does not work for me. Hope it helps. RP says, I've only got a few short stories and a 55K novella too. You're working on a novel though, aren't you? I'm pretty sure you are. I think you posted about it on your Instagram. Natalia says, I have to go now, but I managed to get through the boring part of the chapter, so thank you for the motivation. It was good. Good luck writing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. It was lovely having you here. RP said, I always struggle with underwriting important things as I start to see it so clearly in my head and forget to describe on paper correctly. That is a real struggle. I totally feel that. I'm going to read that again because that hit too close to home. I always struggle with underwriting important things as I start to see it clearly in my head and forget to describe on paper correctly. I feel like I start typing too fast, and so I don't get all of it that like in my head that I wanted to get it down on paper. So I 100% feel that. Juanu says, I don't really like short stories, especially when it's a collection. I don't like reading about one character, and when I flip the page, I have to read about another character before the book ends. That's fair. Yeah. That is the issue with short stories, is that if I like the characters in the world enough, and then it's a short story and it ends, and then I don't get any more with those characters in that world, I'm like, I feel robbed, kind of. Okay. RP said, yeah, I'm midway through writing a full novel, which is currently just over 42,000 words. See how this goes. That's fantastic. Sherry says, I'm an underwriter as well. And D says, I overwrite internal dialogue and description, but underwrite action. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like I was noticing something similar when I was rereading the third of the three perspectives in my novel, because it is so in the character's head, and it has so much passive voice, which I'm working on changing, but it has so much passive voice that I was getting very sick of it. But like I love the character. It's just that she needs to chill out. RP to Sherry says, I think we are a common breed. I absolutely agree. Unicorn said, the parts I know well, I write with very little description. And when there's a boring part or when I don't really know where to go, I drag it out with unnecessary stuff. I do too, which makes editing really easy because then you just go through and cut out portions. It's kind of great. Catherine said, I started a sequel just yesterday. First time writing something almost new in almost a year. Congratulations. You got to start a sequel. Oh, that's so cool. I can't wait to write a sequel to the book I'm currently editing, but that will not be for a little bit, probably. Okay. Let's write some stuff. Whenever I have a really good character, I'm always scared that I'm not going to do them justice on paper. That's an interesting fear. Whenever I have a really good character, I'm always scared that I'm not going to do them justice on paper. Yeah, I'm always worried that future potential readers aren't going to love the character as much as I did because I didn't write them correctly. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's just a fear that we have as writers, and I don't think that'll ever go away. Lolly said, I underwrote the first draft of my novel to the point where it turned into a 32K novella. Are you rewriting it now? So it is a novel length? Was that what somebody said was like a skeleton draft that you will like bring into a novel? I just world build way too much to be able to do that. And they said, thank you to Catherine's comment about starting a sequel. Wow, y'all are being so productive and you guys have accomplished so much. That's so cool. Now it is 12:55 my time. We got an update from Maria about character names. I'm thinking of having it be Soren for the prince and Silas for the king. I'm a sucker for alliteration within families. The new problem is, what is their last name? Dude, good luck. I suck at last names. Oh my gosh. But now that it is 12:56, at least my time, are you guys wanting to do another sprint? If so, let me know. I'm kind of ready. Now that I've had a break from names, I'm ready to get back to naming things. Okay. It just took me a second. The StreamYard is not caught up. How long do you guys want to sprint for? I think would be a better question. Do we want to do another little bit longer one? Do we want to go a little bit shorter? Sherry said I don't bother with last names. Molly said I am trying to rewrite it. I think she was the one that had the 32K novella, and it's really infuriating. Let's do a sprint. People are ready. Kaylee suggested fantasy name generators is a good source for inspiration. I will have to Google that while we are sprinting. Okay, it looks like people are saying RP is ambitious, and he said maybe a 45 this time. D said between 25 and 40, and then we're getting a bunch of 30s, and so I'm thinking maybe we do a 30-minute sprint. I think that seems like it would work for most people. And then I think shortly thereafter, I will be probably taking a walk with my mom, and so just a heads up about after this 30-minute sprint, if I can share my screen. Alrighty, it looks like people are ready to go. All right, let's be productive again. In 3, 2, 1, I'm going to start the timer. Happy productivity, everybody. That is time. All right, a 30-minute sprint came and gone. And I think I figured out what I'm going to name one of my kingdoms, which is exciting. And I came up with some names for more minor characters that I won't have to use in the query letter, but that are good to know for the future. So that's how I did. How did you all do? Let me know. I feel like my YouTube stream is really laggy from where I'm at on my StreamYard, which is very, very weird. So yeah. So now I'm just going to wait until the comments roll in because it's not acting as quickly as it should. But, ooh, okay. So we'll just catch up quickly. Huanu said, it's good to see familiar names here. And RP said, you too, Huanu. It is fun to like get to see like the same names coming in. I mean, this is my second stream, but some of you guys have commented on my videos and I've commented on some of your videos. And so it's fun to like have a little community here. Maria said, congrats. Oh, let's write some stuff. Said, I'm literally researching types of trees. I would love to know what you found out. And then Huanu back to RP gave like a little heart. D said they were on fire during that sprint. Thank you. I'm very happy that I figured out a couple names. Let's write some stuff. Said, I started writing a new character that I'm obsessed with and it's really fun. That's awesome. Did you know that that character was going to get involved or did they just pop up in your brain during the sprint? D got over 1,000 words in that sprint, 1,067 words. Kaylee said, I plotted a bunch of scenes and rearranged some of the beginning ones. Amazing. Leah said, I only got 390 words before turning to read since my loan on Libby will expire in a couple days and I haven't started reading it yet. Hey, you got 390 words and you got to read. That seems like an incredibly productive 30 minutes. Reading Koi said 276 words added to my Pinterest board, relaxed. I like the relaxed part. I was also working on a Pinterest board because I have a Pinterest board that's like full of names and like the meanings of names and stuff. So I was consulting that and adding to that. Dee said that they were resurrecting a long dead story. Author Angela Ann finished the rough outline of the thriller and wove some of these plot twists. Ooh, you finished your outline or the rough outline. That's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. Ooh, I can't wait to see what you end up doing with that. RB said, only got 500 words this time because I went to go get some food too. Absolutely. Feed yourself. Nicole said, just want to drop in and send positive writing vibes to everybody. Thank you so much, Nicole. We appreciate it. Let's write some, or Lolly back at let's write some stuff. That's amazing. I love having that feeling when I write. And then Sherry said, one word. They got one word. Still rereading chapter 17. Almost done rereading. I'm hoping to finish the first draft before November 2020. That's exciting. Are you hoping then to like edit in November or like developmental edit? That's so cool. Finish the first draft before November. You've got plenty of time. You got this. Giovanna says, nicely done with the names. I mainly panicked about a scene that's not coming out. Might skip to the next one until this one becomes clearer in my mind's eye. I noticed that I have to do that sometimes too, where if I'm like stuck on something or I'm not sure how it goes, I will just like literally put in parentheses, like this is what needs to happen. This is where my characters need to be at the end of it. And then I'll just keep writing from there. Editing me doesn't love that as much, but if it works, it works. RP said, you guys are doing so well. Love these write-ins. Absolutely. Everybody is doing fabulously. Let's Write Some Stuff said, yeah, I knew about the character. Her name is Lily, but she's so fun and cool, and I bet she'll be anyone who reads this favorite. That's cute. Well, then you shouldn't be too in your head about it. I'm sure you're writing it really, really well. RP Lenny said, Lily always makes me think of death because of some of the connotations. Is that spoilers? Let's Write Some Stuff. Okay, yeah, back at Let's Write Some Stuff. Is that intentional? Is that foreshadowing that you're throwing in there for us? That's going to be something related to death? Or are they actually just a lovely character? Okay, and then D said, everyone is doing so well. I love the energy here. I wanted to ask you guys a question. So today is Saturday, so I'm obviously streaming right now, but I also streamed last Saturday and did a live write-in. I'm not entirely sure that when life goes back to normal, I will be able to continue doing 2 videos a week and a live write-in. And so I'm kind of wondering if I should do Mondays, every Monday I'll post a video, and then on Thursdays I will switch off between posting a video and doing a live write-in. Would you guys like that? Or do you guys, I don't know, would Thursdays work for you guys basically? Because doing Monday, Thursday, and Saturday is currently a lot. And as soon as things kind of go back to normal, I don't want to be extremely overwhelmed. So I'm just kind of looking for thoughts. And then I have to find my place again. I might have already said this, but D said, everybody is doing so well. I love the energy here. Let's Write Some Stuff says, well, I'm not going to deny it. I don't remember what that was. Oh, so her character Lily might be foreshadowing death. Sherry said, no, I'll do another writing project during NaNoWriMo. Then I will go back to, my parents are about to walk in, so just so you guys know, they're going to walk through the back, but they might be chit-chatting. But Sherry said, no, I'll do another writing project during NaNoWriMo. Then I will go back to the horror dark fantasy novel in December with a fresh eye and start developmental editing. Nice. Wow. Okay, so you're going to rough draft something else, it seems like. I'll do another project. Okay, so you're going to get this one done, and then you're going to zero draft or something during Nano, and then go back to your horror dark fantasy in December. You've got a lot on your plate. Lolly said, I would be fine with that. Mondays and Thursdays work for me. That sounds great. Depending on the time on Thursdays, it should work for me. I'm assuming after work, maybe in the evenings, maybe 8-ish in Central Standard Time. Kaylee said, I think that's fine. Thank you. Giovanna says, if the time works, I'll certainly come back. Thursdays might be doable depending on time zones and stuff. Absolutely. I like that comment. I totally agree. T says, I work until late on Thursdays, so I usually catch up with the weekly video on Fridays. Don't let that stop you, though. I'm in the UK. Okay, yeah. I love how this time works in multiple time zones, but I just don't know how to deal with it yet. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not saying I'm switching to that. It's just a thought. And then Drew said BRB, although I might have to get off here shortly, so I'm not sure there will be anything to come back to. Sorry, Drew. And then D said, obviously now I have more time for videos at the moment, though. That's fair. Same. But I don't want to get really happy and comfortable with posting a ton and then not being able to when I go back. So, all right. So some more are rolling in. RP says, I've got the notifications on. If I'm free, I'll be there. Thank you, RP. Sherry said that will work. Do what suits and works for you. Thank you. I was planning on it, but I just wanted some feedback. And then Let's Write Some Stuff says, yeah, same. I assume that's to the availability comments. All right. Yeah, it is now almost 1:40, so I think I might get off now. Hi. Yeah, thank you everybody to coming and writing with me. Everybody was extremely productive, and I will let you guys know when the next one will be. If you guys have not already, I would really appreciate it if you scroll down below and give the video a thumbs up because it really supports my channel. And if you are new here, I really like it if you could hit that subscribe button because my channel continues to grow and I would love having you here for future sprints and future videos. And then everybody is saying goodbye. Kaylee said they're going to hop off now. Let's write some stuff, said 7:40 in the UK. I'm assuming morning, but that's rough. Please do not do that to yourself. Sherry says, thank you. Author Angela Ann says, bye, thanks for hosting. Absolutely. I'm looking forward to watching your video on Monday. Tori says, thank you. Wanu says, see you soon. And then, oh, maybe let's write some stuff means that's like now. That would make sense. Sherry says, it's 2:38 p.m. here. Reading Koi says, thank you. Thanks for today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See you guys. This has been really good. Other than the technical difficulties to begin with, it went really well. All right, y'all. I'm going to end the broadcast, but thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys next time with another video. Bye.